I
Both,
need some
all
of
three of you
those.
guys.
What have you made for yourself? Like your favorite pair that you've actually created for yourself, and what were they?
It's an opportunity for show and tell.
All right, let's go. Let's see it.
So
Let's see it.
again, lately I've been getting crazy with the customs. You know, creating what I like to do is what I like to call some fusions. You guys are familiar with the Jordan 3 and the Jordan 4. Yeah. They're very similar, but they're still very different. They're kind of cousins. So basically what I did is I combined both of them and I fused them. So they're kind of tricky. So
Let me see that.
if you look at this, it's the 4 upper on a 3 sole with the 4 back tab, 3 back tab on that one. I get confused too. So I swapped the tongues, the back tabs, and the soles on both sneakers. So I made both versions essentially. The back tab's supposed to be over there, and that back tab's supposed to be over here. Same thing with the tongues and the soles and the midsoles. So it's kind of like, you know what you're looking at, but at the same time you don't.
Right.
And it worked out. You know, it's fully wearable. It can be worn.
I could have swore you were gonna bring us a pair, man.
Bam, I'm here to collect sizes, so I can come back next time correct.
Good. This is tough. These are tough.
Both of them.
Yeah, so that one's got more basketball vibes. This one's got more like skater, Nike SB vibes, if you ask me. You know, so it's different, something Nike hasn't really done. And it's kind of cool. Another one, this one kind of has Back to the Future vibes. You know, straight up inspired by the Nike mags from the movie. I got like a really high-end replica, bro, and I put it onto an Air Max.
Man.
That's a size 10 or something, man.
Man, come on, man.
You can't put your foot in that.
Shit.
That's clean.
I could wear a size 11 and a half
You be
to
looking like
15.
looking like Mara from Martin.
15.
Remember Mara from Martin?
Those are tough right there.
Tucked in, man.
Those is clean.
Wow.
So that's fully wearable.
How you do the light?
Yeah.
So that's all I had to solder that thing on, you know, program the
Can you
lights.
turn it on and off or
Yeah,
just?
so there's a button right here. So what's cool about it, it's all programmed to turn on in a certain way. So this blinks, blinks one more time.
Let me take a picture of that, man.
So the air units, the tongue, and the back
button
piece
here,
all
I'm
turn
gonna
on.
turn it off.
Go for it,
I'm
go
gonna
for
show
it.
everybody. So this is how you do it. It's a button on the inside. You click it, and you get to see the lights. And this
Let me
is
take
how
a
it's
picture
gonna-
of that,
This is how it's gonna cut on.
And then the air units turn on and the tongues.
And there it is.
So when you was making this was completely disassembled on the.
It wasn't actually. So I got an existing Air Max, all white. And basically all
This was all white?
It was all white at one point. It was just
wow.
a regular $80 Air Max 90. All I did really was dig a big ass hole into the air unit, popped in the lights, attached this thing, all the mechanisms inside here, the little charging port right there if I need to charge them. And
You're gonna have to make me a few pair, Vic. I might need a few of these.
I got you, dude. Anytime, bro. Anytime. All three of you guys.
Bro.
But I'm gonna need like the his cousin discount. You know what I mean? I need that. We're related. His mom and my mom cousin. I need one of those discounts.
Play
Vic.
cousins.
No, man. All I need is a private collection of the garage, dude, and I'd be stoked to the max with that.
Yeah, shit. We're gonna get my address and just come through and pick some stuff and just.
You know what I do want to do for you one day, man? Off camera, just in private. You have a lot of sneakers, bro, and going back to, maintaining them and stuff. I want to condition the leather on all of them, bro, just to make sure they're set for another 10, 15, 20, 30 years, you know what I'm saying?
Wild though. You
So
really think
just
you're
sit,
wild, man.
I don't care, bro. I'll sit there for a few days.
Really?
It's just one by one and hit them, bro. It's just as a fan, and it's just I know what your collection means, and that's just something I would do
Appreciate it,
any
man.
freaking day of the
Yeah.
week, bro. So keep that in mind, man.
Bro,
Thank
you
you.
have a engineer type of mindset, like to vision that, like to vision the 3s and 4s, but to write this and to write that, and to
Yeah, that's
vision
crazy.
that. Like, where does that critical thinking or that engineering spirit come from?
It's a job, man. So like again, every single Monday I gotta come prepared with a new video, So like the audience want to see something different every single time. They're pushing me, exactly. The last 10 years they've really pushed me. Last 15 years. So when I started, all I had was a toothbrush and dish soap, And then I learned how to paint, then I learned how to sew, and then I learned how to glue, and then I combined all that knowledge into what I'm kind of doing now. So I'm finally to the point where I can just like look at something like, okay, I want to do that. I can go do that. Let me go buy the sneakers and just take it back to the studio and knock it out. Took a long time to get it to that point, but it excites me every time.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. At what point, you said you've been doing it for 15 years, right?
Yeah.
At what point within that 15 years did it take 5 years? Did it take 7 to finally be like, okay, I got this shit. I understand it now.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like I'm still not at that stage yet, where I've been able to say to myself,
That's
or
a
like,
good mindset,
I got this.
too.
Great
You know what I'm
mindset,
saying?
yeah.
There's a lot still more to learn. It's more like I hang out with like Jordan Diaz. Me and Mike were talking about him. Jordan is making Mike some sick Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. All white, calfskin, tumble leather. His sewing game is next level. So he gets that stitching like parallel, perfect. It's not offbeat. A lot of other customizers, you just sew something and, you know, it's put together, but that stitching though.
Yeah.
So I try to hang around with guys that just know how to do that next level thing. Ask questions, see how they do it, go to Vegas and hang out with him and see how he's going about stuff. And across the board, I have friends across the country where if I don't know how to do something, you know, I'm bringing them out to Phoenix. Let's do a video together, doing a project that I've never done before. So we can A, get a sick video for the audience, and B, I can pick up some knowledge for me to, you know, collect it for the next big project. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah,
It does.
It seems as if like most people in life, like Eddie is passionate. Eddie and Mike and myself is passionate about basketball. We were fortunate enough to play professional basketball, and now Eddie's doing this thing, Mike doing this thing on TV.
Yeah.
But to find your passion outside of something that's not as popular.
Yeah.
You know, but now you've made that your career.
Yeah.
And how dope is that?
It's amazing, dude. Again, right now what we're doing, 10-year-old me, bro, I'd be through the moon, man. I was watching Eddie House with my dad and my brother when he was with the Suns team in 2006, 2007 era. I was collecting all the newspaper clippings and stuff, basketball cards, anything I could collect. What you know, sparked my sneaker interest was it started off with basketball, just watching you guys play and stuff. So it's amazing, dude. Again, there's sneakers got me to the point where I'm sitting with 3 legends right now talking. It's, you know.
And you're born and raised here, right?
Born and raised.
So tell me a story about growing up watching Mike and Eddie. Eddie dominated at ASU, Arizona, then the pros. Like, talk about that. Like,
bro,
growing up watching these dudes.
There wasn't too many people putting on for Arizona at the time, you know, and still to an extent there isn't. So like watching guys like that, like knowing their roots are from Arizona, you know, it made me root for them that much more, you know what I'm saying? Because I love Arizona, bro. I love Phoenix, you know. So anybody that puts on for this city, bro, they got my 110% support every single day. So yeah.
Awesome. Which NBA player has the coldest shoe game right now? Not pass. Right now.
On the court or off the court?
Both.
So off the court, PJ Tucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's a no-brainer, dude. He's got everything. He's getting PEs before the player even gets to
But how? Tell me, do you know the secret behind that?
Probably
or do you know?
money. I mean, he has to pay for them. Because there's times he said he spent like $1 million, $2 million on shoes. Just buying them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He pays a good amount for sneakers. I've seen it firsthand where he goes somewhere, somebody has a shoe that's in his size, he'll pay top dollar for it. At the same time.
Well, what's top dollar?
Well, it depends, you know. It depends on the sneaker we're talking. His size is up, you know, sneakers are already expensive, but when you add the fact that, you know, they got to be a certain size, a bigger size go for a lot more money on top of that as well. I don't know, thousands, bro, over 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. It can go up.
Yeah, he's paying a
I
lot.
was just thinking about it.
He's paying a lot for those too. Like a lot of times the shoes, like what makes a shoe expensive is that there isn't a lot of them made.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
So
Exclusive.
he'll get those, like he'll play in those shoes. You know what I mean? And all it takes for somebody like, hey, to reach out to him, hey, I got these. $50,000.
Yeah.
And put $50,000 down to get them shoes.
It's as simple as that, man. Yeah. And then lately he's been rocking a lot of Buck's PEs before Buck gets even playing. I'm like, how does he even do that? Is it? Yeah, a few of them, like 3 or 4 of them, which is freaking sick and kind of cool.
I think he did that with LeBron too. He had a pair of LeBron
Yeah.
too.
So my question is like, how does he do that? Is he like connected with Nike and Nike sliding in the pairs, or
has to
either
be
that
connected with
or
somebody.
pay, or you know what I mean, or pay. You know what I mean? You never know.
At the same time, I mean, friends are friends that are in the NBA. You know, I know Buck and Tucker played in the NBA together, the Suns together at some point. So maybe you know, Booker's just sliding in some shoes, creating some hype. You know, that way. Who knows?
He got to know somebody at Nike. You know how that is. You know somebody, one of them execs.
It's all about who you know, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it'd be like, I got something for you. Just throw these out there.
Yeah. On the court, though, I mean, there's a few players, man. I do like, obviously, I've already mentioned Buck sneakers, but I do like Ant sneakers. You know, his Adidas. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Virgin 2s. They dropped some picks already. They really went away far from the first one. But
Who's?
Ants.
Ant-Mans.
I've never seen the twos yet.
They just leaked some images not too long ago.
Really?
They're very different. I mean, they're cool in a way, but at the same time, you know, they should have rode the first one a lot longer
Those
considering
aren't
how
the
cool
ones
it
on the
was.
commercial where he's.
I'm not sure which commercial.
Have you seen the commercial where?
No.
Okay, those are the ones.
Yeah, I don't think they've really pushed that shoe yet.
Straight game.